Ro32 is loading up here in our match with GuMiho against Life for our first best of 3 here at the GSL. In the bottom center, in the green, we have our Talteran
Invasion GuMiho.
It's a cool logo.
It's pretty good.
It's pretty good. In the upper right, in the red, our Zerg player.
StarCraft Life.
You know, if I could make your logo, I would just type your name, Tasteless, in the Halloween font on MS Word. I think that's a pretty good logo for you.
That's funny.
Anyone that's
most
sitting at their
people
computer,
don't know
which is most of
fonts,
your
but
day.
everybody knows at least Halloween font.
Go take a look at that and tell me that's not Tasteless logo right there. Tasteless Incorporated would be that.
Yeah.
That would be so funny. If I was like a business executive and you came in and gave a business card that's in Tasteless Halloween font, I would laugh you out of the boardroom, Tasteless.
That's pretty funny.
Oh, man.
I didn't know where you were going to go with that one, but
No,
that was pretty good.
There's nowhere to go. I just wanted to say it. It just came to me.
Well, we have some mech support there in the audience for GuMiho.
Yeah, mech's pretty awesome.
It's pretty good. Just astosis.
Yeah, I say it's good.
And guys, come to our studio anytime. Well, actually come when there's actual stuff going on. Don't come here in the middle of the night and like try to sleep, you know, under the casting desk. That will get you arrested. But you know, when there's matches coming on down here, come down here. The entry's free.
If I ever find a nerd under my desk asleep, man, it's being thrown over the balcony. It's gonna be like 300.
Except our little balcony up here, it's just one floor up. He just lands on the floor. He's like, "Oh, I think I broke my ankle."
Yeah.
They're like, "Oh, quiet, quiet."
I don't know. That's actually it's pretty high up.
Okay, let's look over the edge here.
It's like you know, a little bit higher than a second story, I guess. Right? A little bit.
Well, it's hard to say. The studio's pretty big, right? So, yeah, I guess our studio's about 2 floors height or something like that. Yeah.
Yeah, I think so. Anyways.
It's like you think if I jump off this balcony with my leg that isn't, my knee that isn't messed up right now and try to land on one foot, you think I could mess that knee up too?
I think you could,
It's a bet where I try to hurt my knee.
Well, you'd win those bets.
I would. I'm that good.
God. Every few years, you're like, oh, I want attention. I think I'll hurt my knee badly.
That's what I do, man. I
really
pay someone
weird.
to cause a Tanya Harding incident here.
Yeah.
I'm like, listen, just while I'm casting, run up here and just club me in the knee.
That's so funny.
I'm almost walking again, by the way, guys. If you didn't know, I dislocated my knee about 2 months ago and have been an immobile nerd.
Yeah.
I've been a sad nerd.
Indeed.
A hobble nerd. Kind of walking around looking like the Penguin, you know?
Well, you always look like the Penguin, but you walked like the Penguin as well now.
All right. In this game, we do have a factory being made. We don't know if he's going to mech yet or not, but I would love to see him do that since it's GuMiho.
Yeah, I love his mech. He's really good at it. He plays his own way. He never gives up. Like, you have to actually kill him to kill him, because the thing is, a lot of people call it like fantasy GG timing, Marine King GG timing, but with mech, like, you know, some people say it's the most cost-efficient unit composition in the game. And if you were to believe that, which is true, you know, if
the great
engage into it poorly
Terran
one time,
philosopher Arfucius said that a long time ago.
That's right.
Along with man cannot play StarCraft with clenched fists. Clenched
Fish.
You can't play it holding fish in your hands either. Don't
No, probably not.
try it. Go get a fish.
Maybe
and try to play. You'd be like, you know what? Fucius was right about that one.
Yeah. Looks like right now he's gearing up for a Hellbat attack, making some Marauders as well.
Yeah, getting an armory here too.
Obviously a very strong type of play.
Oh, I thought for a second that was actually lowered. Okay, so he doesn't get up in there.
You know what he does see, though, and this is very interesting. He sees a tech lab on a barracks upgrading. So Life could easily look at that and say, okay, he's going bio here. This is a good map for bio. Now, of course, we don't know. He might be going bio. But concussive shells is cheap enough that you can get it to go with an all-in. You know, it's like 50-50. So
sure,
he might be messing him up quite a bit right now, basically.
The Hellions are coming up now. They're going to push back some creep tumors here. And we have some Speedlings that just actually shot out. I don't believe the Hellions got a glimpse of that.
Yeah, quite a few
coming down now.
Yeah, he's definitely going to be ready for this. I don't imagine this is going to do that much damage, to be honest.
Yeah, there's a high chance that GuMiho is just going to get swallowed up by Ling's just outside of his base here. Okay, so he sees the Marauders there, so he knows completely and totally what's going on. Notice he's sending out links from different sides here. He wants to get a really good surround.
By the way, he does start stim, so definitely will be going wild.
SCV's pulled. Wow. He's pulled the boys.
Well, against Banelings, this is not as strong. That's
no.
for sure.
SCV's not the counter to Banelings. So.
Yeah. Maybe he should have put that barracks a little bit further back so Lynx couldn't scout it. Cannot be happy about what we're seeing here.
All right, let's see how this goes. There's more Lynx counterattacking, by the way, up here, too. The SCVs are actually mostly in the back there doing some repairing, but, well, regardless, it doesn't really matter. GuMiho, taps out.
Well,
and that is a 2-0 win for Life.
He just got stomped.
Including our first best of 3 today.
Life just put a pillow over his face and held it there tasteless. GuMiho can't do anything about that game. Like, I mean, I'm fine with him choosing that type of strategy, but his tech lab was scouted.
No, I mean, he didn't mask it at all. That strategy is only going to work if they don't know it's coming.
Yeah.
That's a strategy where if somebody told you ahead of time that they were doing that, you could stop it.
Yeah.
And it's why you don't see that strategy used all the time. You pull it out every once in a while so that you've randomized your playstyle enough that people aren't hard countering you. But you could really see from those games especially, GuMiho had absolutely no interest in playing a normal TvZ against Life at all.
No, certainly not. If they do meet again, I would really like to see him back up into his macro play because it is good enough actually to beat Life if he plays well and Life makes a mistake. And so I think that's the way you should go. Like these, you can't get messy with Life because that's where he excels.
Yeah, especially when it comes to these like improvisational plays, like in the early mid game and mid game. Even if Life loses some drones, he's still completely fine. He doesn't seem to get off rhythm there. So
yeah, he's like the charades finger painting world champion, basically.
Basically. We're going to go to a short little break. When we come back, we're going to go to our second best of 3 here at the GSL Code S.